and we will keep you informed as to the outcome of the ladies' game, and we will be moving backwards and forwards. And that, as we alluded to earlier, Roy, the beauty about this is we have 2 games going on, so it's hard to keep focused, but we will try and keep you all informed as to how things are going.
And we need to congratulate our director of images over here that has allowed us to go back and forth between both courts, and we can watch action in both courts.
Good job there by our producer Ronnie Tippett, doing a fantastic job with her graphics and of course to the rest of the team. All right, Jaco van Niekerk for South Africa puts up the 2-point attempt, doesn't drop, and Morocco not going across the arc there.
And the referee just called him on that, and that basket was not allowed.
Well picked up there by referee Mahmoud Hassan from Egypt, one of the top officials in the continent. Van Niekerk.
He's very good, he's very skilled.
All right, and Shalat for Morocco. Fakes one way and sends Shalembe the wrong direction, but fortunately for the South Africans, unable to convert. Van Niekerk puts it up, does it drop? Can he get his rebound? He can't, and the tall 13 for Morocco is Reda Maturi. As I peer across to the women's game, the Algerians still hold a 4-2 lead, and there's 1 minute 26 left in that encounter. So at this stage, looking like an all Algeria final in the women. And can South Africa try and work their way into the men's final? Good finish there by young Zakele Shalembe, the youngster from Umlazi in Durban. Ulini converts for Morocco. Tandile Zonke for South Africa, trying to find Shalembe. Just as well for the South African that he didn't get that pass through, because I think Shalembe had his back to him. So luckily for him, he picked up his own rebound. But once again, shot clock violation against South Africa. Whilst this is going on, the women's score update is Algeria lead 5 points to 3. So South Africa still fighting with 1 minute to go. In the meantime, Shalembe unable to beat the shot clock, and looks like a foul has been called. Foul was called against the Moroccans, so South Africa will have the possession. Shalembe losing control of it, finds Reda Maturi, and these lob passes are not going to help the South African cause with a guy as tall as Reda Maturi, the number 13 for Morocco. So 7 minutes 6 to play in this second men's semi-final, and of course the Algerian one side made it through to the final earlier, and Morocco and South Africa battling it out here to progress to meet Algeria 1, and a great shot there by Tandile Zonke.
Both teams are putting a very good effort in the defense. It's a very low-scoring game, not because they're missing, but because the defense has really stepped up in this game.
And as we say there, as we say that, the South African defense opens the door and lets Mohamed Olini in, and scores are back level. Shot clock at 6. What can Zonke do for South Africa? Looking to find Van Niekerk. Van Niekerk unable to grab possession there, and Morocco will convert. Zonke puts up a long-range 2-point attempt, and in the women's game, it's now 5-4 to Algeria, but the buzzer has blown, and Algeria will progress to an all-Algerian women's final, and we'll bring that to you after this encounter with the men between Morocco and South Africa. Foul there, unsportsmanlike foul by the number 7, Jaco van Niekerk. What is the situation now?
Team Algeria will get 2 shots and possession, just like as the 5-on-5 rule. And the situation is that if number 7 from South Africa has another unsportsmanlike foul, he will be forced to leave the game.
The number 7 for South Africa, Jaco van Niekerk, apologizes to his Moroccan counterpart, Matui. So Matui can extend the lead to 2-3. He doesn't. So South Africa still very much in this. A lot of time for them to turn it around.
What happened there is that was a bad check from the South African player, so Algeria keeps the ball. The check needs to be in the player's hand, not in their chair. It needs to be a fair pass.
Unfortunately, there for Morocco, Matui obviously took his eye off the ball at the last minute, and possession back to South Africa. Long pass through towards Van Niekerk, but when you've got a player as tall as Reid and Matui there, those sort of passes are surely not advisable.
No, they're not. But again, you can see that on 3-on-3, size is not the only thing. We would imagine with a player like that against 3 short players, he would be very dominant, and the score shows that that's not what happens.
Yeah.
South Africa has a very good effort in defense and keeping him outside of the key, and it's working.
Looks like the table have not added that last basket there. So Morocco 5, South Africa 2. We have 4 minutes 50 left. Long range attempt. Correction. I'm sure he will tell me that was a pass, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. And South Africa back in possession. Zonke spinning, going nowhere. The Shilembe, great pass there by Zonke. Looked like he was going to hit the back of the number 6 for South Africa, Shilembe, but play worked out okay, and the youngster will go to the line for a free throw. It doesn't drop for the 1.5 point player from South Africa. That was a 2-point attempt. Great, almost a great pass there by Mohamed Olini, and Shalat picks it up for Morocco. Good work in defense there by Jaco van Niekerk, and the foul is called against Morocco. So South Africa need to get something going. Time is ticking away for them. It's very static by the South Africans, but that just shows good defense from the Morocco side.
Well, South Africans being static like this, they help out the Algerian team because of the height of their center player. Oh, sorry, Morocco, because it helps the height of their center player. And that's one of the adjustments and development that this game will bring to these guys, because he's very used to playing with screens and pick and rolls for him. And with this game, with only other 2 players on the floor, that is very different. So height is not the only only factor here. Skill factors in a lot. They need to be quick. They need to be skillful with the chair to be able to reach the position he wants.
Good work there by the young man there. Shilembe tapped the ball away because he knew he wasn't going to be able to get it away from Matui. So Zonke, can he successfully keep South Africa going? Good work once again by Shilembe, having a great 3-on-3 tournament, the youngster. Can Zonke find one shot clock at 3? Van Niekerk. Great work there by the South Africans now.
So can have a 1-point game.
There were at 2 points there. So Shalat with all the time in the world doesn't drop, but Van Niekerk will tap the ball away from Shalat. Take the ball out. Finds Zonke. Good work by the South African number 11, and unable to finish there, the youngster from South Africa, Shilembe. Matui. All day long
all day long to make that basket.
I must say, I've stood next to Rida Matui sitting in his chair, and I've looked him in the eye. So he's a tall man in the chair, and I can only imagine how tall he is without the chair. Van Niekerk keeps South Africa in this, so let's see what does Morocco have in store for us in this attack. South Africa keeping Matui at the top of the key, and they'll need to do that for the rest of the game if they want to try and fight their way back. Zonke will be looking for the 2-point shot. Spins away from Shalat towards Van Niekerk. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Van Niekerk tries to arc it over Matui, unable to do so, and foul by Zonke, by Shalembe, and Zahir Shalat will go to the line. So it looks like at this point that we should be having a Morocco-Algeria men's final and an all-Algerian women's final in this 3-on-3. So Shalat extends the lead to 4 points. Can Zonke do something for South Africa? Finds Van Niekerk. Van Niekerk finds Shalembe, and Shalembe narrows the gap. So not completely out of this one, Roy.
They're still in the game. We still have 4 possessions of ball at least over there, and it's only a 3-point game.
They will hope that Morocco don't convert here. Unfortunately for them, they do. Good work there by Mohamed Alini, and I can see 2-pointer coming up here. Will Zonke drop? Aiming's a bit out there, and 48 seconds left in this second semi-final at the 2020 IWBF Africa Afro 3-on-3 knockout tournament, coming to you from the Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre in Johannesburg, and
I think that calls the game, because it's going to be very hard for them.
Good work though. The Moroccans have a good 3-on-3 team here, and they would probably look to be my favourites for the final at this stage. But anything, as we said earlier, anything can happen.
Still 2 possessions.
And that will be that. Game, set, and match, folks. So Morocco 13, South Africa 5. Can Van Niekerk put a consolation basket in there, and unable to do so. And the time runs out there. So at the end of that second semi-final, Morocco coming out tops 13 points to 5, and they will move into the men's final in a short while, where they will play Algeria. Before that though, we will have the women's final between Algeria 1 and Algeria